All right, welcome back to the Very Really Good podcast episode. This is episode 72. Holy fuck, man. It's been a long time, and I'm sorry about that, okay? Oh, and I got a notification already on my phone. We're fucking blowing it, dude. Just like every other episode, dude. My fucking phone goes off. There's some noise going on in the background. It's fucking annoying, but whatever. We're here, dude. I got a sock over my fucking microphone. It looks like he's wearing a beanie, and it's hilarious. My mic looks cool as shit, dude. And I'll say that right now for all of you to hear. If you can't tell from my voice, I'm a little sick. I think it's getting better, but I'm still quite sick, so that's fun. Yeah, so I haven't uploaded a podcast in a fucking few weeks, and I'm so sorry about that. I've been on tour, and I've been getting ready for tour, and like the whole week before tour, I was fucking like running around like a chicken with its fucking booty cut off, dude. I didn't know what I was doing. But you know what, man? We're here now. I'm doing it. Yeah, I was getting so much fucking shit ready for the tour and everything, and yeah, and I apologize, and I'm sure you guys understand, you know, you guys understand. So, yeah, but today was like my first like kind of real day off, since the tour started, because I had one in New York, but oh my god, dude, so many fucking notifications. What am I saying? Yeah, it's been busy, man. This is my first day off. I'm in Roanoke, Virginia right now. Roanoke. I don't fuck. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, we did a show, in Boston. No, New Jersey. New Jersey was last night. Jesus Christ. It's already like, dude, whenever I would hear like people talk about their tour and stuff, like in like interviews or whatever, and people would be like, "Oh, dude, I don't even remember what show it was." I would always be like, "How did you forget? Like, how do you possibly forget that? Like, you got to remember somehow." But now I'm like, I honestly don't know. We've done like 10 shows, and it already feels like we've done a million. So, so that's fun. But you know what? It's been interesting for sure. Fuck, man. Yeah, I've been living on a fucking bus, bro. And and hey, it's not cool. I mean, it's like fun, I guess. You know, cuz you know, you wait we finish a show, and then maybe we hang out for a second or hang out for a bit, and then we go to bed, and then we wake up, and then we're somewhere completely different. So that part's like kind of cool. It's a little weird. Like I've never experienced that before. Like because usually when I'm traveling, I'm the one doing the driving, so I'm well aware. And usually like full days are spent driving, but our bus driver Doug, he drives at night. And we wake up and we're at the fucking next venue, and we're like, okay, here we go. And then, yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, fucking shout out to Danny and Drew for taking me on tour with them. Like, this has been a lot of fun so far, and I've definitely learned a lot so far and already. So, yeah, I hope, if you guys haven't come to a show yet, or if you live somewhere where we're coming and you haven't gotten a ticket yet, I hope you can grab one and come see us, because we do have a lot of fun doing these shows. And yeah, I hope I hope you can come out and see us, man. It's been a lot of fun. Dude, there's a lot of dude. Okay, let's get into it, dude. There's been a lot of fucking hecklers though. I'll say that. I'll say that right now, and I am saying it. I'm fucking sorry, man. Oh God. There we go. sick as a dog, but still recording the podcast for you guys because I have no other time, and I feel bad. So, but there's been a lot of fucking hecklers, man. Holy shit! And I know, I know. Like most of the people who come see us, they understand. They're like, okay, you guys have worked really hard on putting together a show. Especially for for Danny and Drew, like stand up. I get it. I guess that's a thing people do. They're like, well, but then maybe if I yell at them, and then they'll notice me, and then they'll make fun of me, and then I'll be included. And that is like stupid as shit. But like it's gonna happen regardless, you know. But it's worse. I feel like it's worse for Danny and Drew because like most of their show is it's like scripted and they worked like so hard on like every single word in that show. And for people to just be like, ah, yeah, hey, you know, just yelling bullshit at them for no fucking reason. It's like, shut up, man. Shut the fuck up. I've had to yell at like so many fucking kids, and it's mostly younger people, and I get it. You've never been to a comedy show before. You're excited, you know, I get it. But like, man, shut up. Yeah, so that's been an issue. But like, shout out to all the people, like all the fans on Twitter and stuff, like people with fan accounts and everything who are like making like Twitter threads being like, hey, like do not fucking yell shit at the comedy show. Like, go either you go to a comedy show and then you either laugh or you don't laugh. You know? Don't fucking like. There was like, dude, what the fucking venue was it? Dude, it was Boston. Boston, the crowd was amazing. The crowd was awesome, but there was just one fucking person in like the second row who, hey, everything I said, they had something, they had something else to like respond to me with. Like it was a fucking conversation, dude. It was so weird. Like I would say something, like if I had a joke about like driving a car, I would be like, yeah, so I was driving my car. And then they would probably say something like, "Oh, I bet he was going fast," or just some fucking bullshit that like no one asked for, and it doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't like contribute to anything. And they were just like saying it to their friend or saying it to me, but I could hear the whole thing, and it's like, hey, fucking shut up, man. You know? And I didn't want to say that obviously because you know I don't want to like yell at someone, or if they don't know how to behave at a comedy show. Or if they're with their parents and I'm fucking yelling at them, be like, hey, you stupid fucking idiot. I don't know, man. That's been another weird thing, though, is like, at my meet and greets, there'll be a lot of like, you know, people who are like age from like 15 to like 25, you know? It's like, that's usually like the average like age range, you know? But then some days, someone will walk into my meet and greet and they're like fucking like 10 years old or something, and I respect that, dude. I love that so much because like when I was younger and stuff, you know, I had people I looked up to, and you know, and that's amazing. And I'm not trying to like fucking shame any young people listening right now, but when I meet their parents and their parents bring them, I'm like, ah, fuck, man. Like my ending joke, like my last joke, I feel like I say the F word in it every time. And I feel like, and I know I shouldn't have to like, you know, like censor myself or anything because, because I don't censor myself in my videos or anything, right? So, I mean, I feel like I shouldn't have to, but when you see them in person, you know, when you see a smiling child in person and they're loving parent who brought them to this event, to this live event to make their kid happy, and then I go on stage, I'm like, what's up, motherfuckers? You ready to eat ass and shit and fart, you motherfucking losers? You know? I mean, I don't say that in my set, but you know what? I want to be, like, if I'm comfortable on stage, I'm gonna, you know, I gotta swear, because that's what I do when I'm, you know, just chilling, you know? So that's been a really interesting part of this tour, is being like, okay, well, I'm gonna swear. And then if I get yelled at, if I get an angry email, it'll go to my manager so they can fucking deal with it. Or if I get an angry tweet, I don't know, I'll be like, okay, sorry. I don't know. Fucking mad respect, though, for people who are, like, so young and coming to my meet and greet and stuff and, like, coming to the show. Like, That's amazing. If your first comedy show, the first comedy show, you already have an interest in comedy and like live comedy, and you're that young, like that's fucking awesome. Like that's so cool, and I'm hyped for you. And that was my smoothie. Okay, I didn't fart. My smoothie farted. Okay, I didn't. My smoothie pushed a fucking toot out of its little smooth butt cheeks. Okay. And it wasn't me. My smoothie farted, all right? It's a gassy smoothie, all right? And so shut up about it. Leave me alone about my farting smoothie, okay? Yeah, my smoothie got a thick ass, okay? And that's on that, and that's on the gang, okay? My smoothie got a thick ass, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. 'Cause my smoothie too smoothie-licious for you, babe. You know? Okay. Fuck. Guess what time my bus call is tomorrow? This bus call is when you have to be at the bus. So you leave. So I have to be at the bus at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Ah. Oh my god. Hey, too early. And it's 10 p.m. right now. So if I go to bed, so I have to leave in what? 7 hours. Okay. Fuck. I have to leave in 7 hours. So that means I gotta go to bed like an hour ago to get 8 hours of sleep. So that's cool. But whatever. I'll sleep on a bus. You know that old saying, I'll sleep when I'm dead? Nah. I'll sleep on that bus. I'll sleep, bus. Yeah, but I'll sleep on the bus. But man, honestly though, shout out to all the people who come to the shows, and who are good audience members, and they just laugh, and you know they're just down to have a good time, and I really appreciate that now, especially with all the hecklers and stuff yelling shit. So yeah, thank you so much if you are a person who knows how to behave at a comedy show. But yeah, man. And dude, it's been so crazy, man. Like I feel this YouTube thing happened like so fast. Like I haven't even been doing YouTube full time for like a year yet. Like last December was December 8th was like my first day as like, I didn't have any other job. I was just doing YouTube. And I've only been doing it so I haven't been doing it a year yet. And for all you people to like come out and I don't know, just like get meet and greet tickets to like meet me, and like you always have like you bring me cool gifts, and like you're all like so creative and talented and like kind, and I don't know, man, like it's been really overwhelming and like pretty emotional for me because I've never done anything of this like size before. But yeah, I was reading this one letter I got, and like yeah, it really got to me, man. I was like alone in the green room just reading it, and I was fucking like, yeah, I was crying, man. It was like, because it was just a lot, you know? And, you know, like, the last, like, year has been amazing, but also, like, really difficult for, like, me and, like, my loved ones and stuff. So, like, yeah, man. Like, I have people that I frequently watch and look up to that, you know, that cheer me up and stuff. So, the fact that I'm that person to some people, it's fucking insane, and I'll never understand it, but I feel very lucky. So, thank you for fucking everything. You guys are fucking really cool. So, all right, fucking sappy shit. Get that sap out of here, dude. Get that, get that tree come out of my fucking mouth, dude. That sappy tree come. All right, get it out of here. I got this mango smoothie, and I don't think it's very good, but whatever. We're here. We're chilling. And it's farting. My smoothie be farting, like, low-key. Okay. What should we fucking talk about, man? I talked about the shows. I think I wrote down some stuff that I wanted to talk about. But, oh, man. So, I just finished I just finished editing a video today. It's pretty good. I gotta wait a little bit to upload it for the brand to approve it, but I think y'all are gonna be stoked on it. What was I looking? Oh yeah, my notes app. I gotta put up my notes app. All right. Hey. Okay. 72 VRG 72 topics. Okay. Oh, dude. Okay. This fucking pissed me off so much, man. I was I was at the airport. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So the morning I was leaving for Chicago for rehearsals, um, my flight was at like 8 o'clock. And just to be safe, because I was crossing the border to work, I like just got my work visa, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there really early so I have time if something happens at the border and they want to like interview me or whatever the fuck. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give myself some time. So I got to the airport at 5 a.m. just like my fucking bus call tomorrow. It was 5 a.m. I got to the airport, and it wasn't that busy. I was like, okay, cool. I went to the little kiosk, and I did my thing, and I was like, okay, I got my boarding pass. It was like fucking 15:15. My bags are all checked. I was laughing, dude. I was stoked. And then I got to security, and I was like, okay, this is going by pretty quick. I got through there by like 5:20, 5:25. I was like, oh, I'm laughing, dude. This is great. I'm gonna get there in no time. And then, oh my fucking god, dude, the line for border security, like customs, was the longest thing I've ever seen in my fucking life, man. I could have, dude, that I walked out. I walked into the room where customs was, and I was like, oh wait, hold on, hold on, is this a highway? I thought this was customs. I feel like I'm standing in the middle of a highway. There were like cars, just speeding by and stuff, and there was like speed limit signs that said like 60 miles an hour or whatever. And I was like, this is so weird, because this is so long. I must be on a highway. But then I looked closely, and it turns out I wasn't on a highway. I was just in a customs line. That's how fucking long it was, dude. It was longer than any fucking. I could have watched every Lord of the Rings movie, front to back, frontwards and backwards, and I probably would have taken less time, dude. I was in that line for so fucking long, man. And I had my backpack just full of shit, just like chargers and my laptop, my Switch, my fucking camera. I just had so much shit in my bag. My back was killing me after, because I was like, I was standing in line. Dude, I was standing in line for an hour and a half. So I get to the customs guy, and I was like, after an hour and a half, and I was like, hey man, and he was like, where are you going? I was like, well, I'm going to Chicago. I'm going on a tour. I have all my paperwork here. I just got approved for my visa. Yeah, so if you want to let me in, that'd be great. Well, I didn't say that, but And then he took a look at everything, and he was like, "Oh, you coming for a work visa?" And he's like, "No, okay." He was like, "Oh, so you're applying for a work visa?" I'm like, "No, man, I have it. I have the visa. I'm here to use my visa. Let me in, please." And he's like, "Oh, well, if you're applying for one, you got to go in here." And I was like, "I'm not applying for one." And then he was like, "Okay, well, just follow me." And then brought me into a secondary security thing at the border, and I waited in there for another hour and a half, just sitting, waiting for them to call my fucking name. And then I got up when they called my name an hour and a half later, 90 minutes, and oh my god, guess if I was allowed to use my phone while I was in there? No, dude, I had to watch the news like a pussy, dude. I had to watch the news like I was a fucking grandfather. I was sitting there just like, oh wow, this fucking Telus went up or whatever the fuck. Oh no, there's an accident on the 407. Oh, uh-oh, hope no one's hurt. Just so bored for 90 minutes. And then they called my name, and I walked up, and they were like, "So what are you doing here?" And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I just got my work visa. And I'm here to do that. I'm going on tour. I'm just going for rehearsals right now, but the tour starts next week." And they're like, "Oh, well, so you want to apply for one?" And I was like, "Oh my fucking god, dude. I wish I could have just like I wish at that point I was just like a wrestler, and I just could have done like a fucking boom, when they like hold people upside down and they do like the boom, like they jump. I'm doing the motion, but this is audio only, so you can't see. But they like hold them upside down, and they just like then they jump on their butt so it hits their head. I wanted to do that to the border security person, but then they wouldn't have let me in. And I probably would have gone to jail, and I probably would still be in jail. So I didn't do that. But then I was like, well, yeah, I just got my visa last night, so if you want to like look it up in the system, and like it's gonna be there. And she was like, okay, fine. And then she looks it up, and 2 seconds later, she's like, oh, okay, great, you're in here, so I'll just let you in. And I was like, oh my God. You could have done that 2 fucking hours ago. But sure, thanks. And then I had to go book a new flight because I missed my flight that I was 3 hours early for. And that's my fucking story about how I got into the United States. So dumb. But dude, on the way back, it was awesome, dude, because we went to Toronto for a show, which was fucking incredible, and I'll say that. We did a show at the Queen Elizabeth Theater, and the crowd was amazing. I was so fucking happy to be there, and I had so much fun on stage, and yeah, man, it was awesome being there, because, like, I tweeted about this, but, like, that venue, when I first moved to Toronto, I had, like, no friends, and I moved there for comedy school, like, to my program, comedy writing, and this is, like, I wasn't even friends with Jacob yet, like, I didn't really know, like, anyone, but my mom got me tickets for this big Just for Laughs festival in Toronto, like this comedy festival. And I got tickets to John Mulaney, who was like my favorite comedian. And I saw him at the Queen Elizabeth Theater when I first started doing comedy, like my first like few months of doing comedy. And I was like, remember being there and being like, he's so fucking funny. This venue is amazing. Like, wow, maybe one day I'll get to be here. And then we fucking did a sold out show there. So, again, shout out to Danny and Drew for making that possible. Because it probably wouldn't be able to. I would not have been able to do that alone. So, yeah, that was fucking really cool for me. But yeah, when we went back into America, it was so easy, man. I was like asleep in my bunk, and then I think Danny woke me up, and they're like, "Yo, we got to get up." And I was like, "Okay." I woke up, and then the border security officer is already on our bus, and he's like, "Okay, it's all you guys just going on tour." And then we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, bye." Like, it was so easy, man. No one was like, "Oh, well, you gotta apply for the work visa first. You gotta apply. You applying? I know you said you already had it, and you didn't mention anything about applying. But are you applying? I don't know." Well, that's hurting my throat. God, but that was so fucking annoying. And then when I was in line, like right before I got to the border security guy, there's these two older men, like middle-aged men. They look like they were fucking going to some sort of like insurance conference where they can cheat on their fucking wives. And then they were just talking about the most boring shit. Like when you eavesdrop on like older men's conversation, and they don't say anything that's like interesting at all for like an hour. They're just like, "Well, my pool has got to come down soon," and they're like, the weather's been all over the place. I don't even know when I'm gonna take my pool down." And the other guy's like, I feel like that's what it's like every year. And yeah, you're right. The last year was a crazy year for the weather and my pool. But man, so I can't wait to have sex with those hookers that we're gonna get. I hate my wife. Old man conversation. But dude, I was eavesdropping, and because I had nothing else to do, and I had a big fucking heavy backpack on my back, and I had to pay attention to something else other than my back pain. And the one guy was like, "Oh, I just can't wait to get a Timmy's," which is a Tim Hortons coffee, which is a Canadian coffee company. They're like, "Oh, I can't wait to get a Timmy's when I get over the border. Then I'll be fine. This is ridiculous. This is taking too much time." And then the other guy was like, "Hey, I hope we find a Timmy's. They usually only got Starbucks back there." And then they went on for so long. Dude, about being like, dude, I can't stand Starbucks. Oh, they got their grande venti mochaccino. I can't. Well, frappo blended, no sugar, extra sugar, vanilla. Oh, I can't stand it. Just give me a black coffee. Dude, eat my asshole. Hey, man. Hey, I know. Hey, buddies. Hey, guys. I should have interrupted them and been like, "Hey guys, I know you want a coffee, but do you want to take a quick bite of my fucking ass? Here you go." And then I fucking moon them. I should have done that. Hey, you want to take a quick slurp of my fucking booty? You want to do that instead of your fucking Timmy's, bro? Dude, that shit pissed me off so much. I don't. It's not that. It's not that deep. But people who are like, "Oh, it's so lame. Oh, I hate." Just give me it's not a tall, it's a small grande venti. What is all this stuff? You're just a dumbass. I hate it because like I feel like I don't think it would bug me as much if I didn't work at Starbucks, but I had to hear that shit every day, being like, and obviously I'm not going to be like if someone came into Starbucks and was like, "Hey, can I get a small coffee?" I'm not going to be like, "Actually, it's tall." I'd be like, "Yeah, man, I'll give you a small coffee for sure." But like people always would come in and start by saying that. They'd come into Starbucks and being like, "Oh, I don't know what these fucking sizes are. Grande? Why don't they just call medium?" And I'd just be like, I don't know, man. Do you think I did that? You think I came up with all of these fucking names? Someone who works here for minimum wage, you dumb piece of shit. Order something from the menu and then leave forever, dude. Like, who cares? That's what it is. Oh, hey, that's what it is? So order it, because that's what it is. I'm not going to fucking change it because you're a dumbass. My God, I was so upset. Clearly, I was so upset that I was like, oh, man, I'm gonna complain about this on my podcast later, and they're going to have no idea. But it's so dumb. Doesn't matter, man. Oh, that's what they use to call it that? Okay, then I'm going to say it because I want what I want, okay? Jesus Christ. I'll never understand complaining about shit that, like, obviously the people don't have any control over. Ugh. You guys are dumb. Go cheat on your wives and drink your fucking black coffee while you do it, you dumb ass. Okay, so this is another thing that happened. This was so fucking annoying. So we were in New York. This is a fun story with me and Drew and Danny. A very fun story. So we were in New York. This was like our other day off, but it wasn't really a day off because we did laundry for the whole day and then we started relaxing at like 8 p.m. But we wanted to film videos. So we're like, okay, cool. We'll film in a hotel room. It'll take like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. We'll like chill for a bit. We'll go to bed. It's fine. So we get to Danny's room at like 8:30 to start filming. And we're like, oh wow, this is like, we're looking at the camera and stuff and everything, and like we're like, okay, this is really dark. So we can't really film here because it looks really bad. And then Drew was like, oh, I have my light, and then he set up his light, and then he was like, oh, it's gonna die. I don't have that much battery left. And then we're like, okay. So we checked online. We checked on maps to like find a place to get like a light or a light charger, a light battery. And we found one. And it was like the souvenir / like electronics place in New York. There's like a million of them in Manhattan. And it was like a 2-minute walk. So we walk over there, and then we find a little like light thing. It looks really cheap, and we're like, okay, whatever, it's fine. We're probably only going to use this like once for this video. And they had a charger for Drew's battery, so at the very least we could just use that. So we're like, okay, cool. So you get the guy, and we're like, okay, so how much is that thing in there? And then he pulls it out, and he shows us the price, and I thought I saw the price, and I was like, okay, well, there's no way that's right. I thought I was just reading it wrong, and then he pointed at it. He was like $500, and then it was silent for like honestly like 20 seconds, and we were just like, and I think Drew was the one that was like $500 for a light that was probably like 6 inches by 6 inches, very small, like it was not well made or anything. And it was $500. And we were like, there's no way we're fucking paying that, man. We're just going to leave. And he was like, no, wait. Well, hold on. What is this? He asked what it was. The thing that he's selling in his store. He was like, well, what is this? And we're like, this is a light you put on a camera for videos, for lighting. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, I can give it to you for 250. And we were like, hey, man, no fucking way. That's still way too much money, and we're going to leave. And he was like, well, no. I'm sorry. Well, 500, man. And then he was like, sorry. He was like, sorry, man. That's the price. And you're like, and I think Drew was like, no, that's the price you put on it. That's not the price. That's not the price of it. That's your price that you put on it. And then while we were like while he was trying to haggle and while we were trying to leave, Danny like looked up the exact like name brand and everything of the light. And on Amazon, you could get the same light for $20. $20. And this guy was selling it at some random fucking shop in Times Square for $500. Isn't that fucking insane? I know I was just complaining about how people complain about shit like at Starbucks and everything, but that is different. This is different. He can control that. He could just be like, oh, this is going to be like, I don't know, 30, maybe, hey, $50 maybe. Because, like, I don't know, shipping and everything, I don't know. And you got to pay, sure, $50 would have been, like, I guess reasonable. And we would have paid that. And I think off the top, we were like, we won't pay more than, like, $100 for this thing. And then he was like, okay, 200. And he just kept trying, and then we had to leave. And then, so we left, and then we walked a half hour to a Best Buy to get a light. And they also didn't have a light. They didn't have anything to light at all. They didn't have what we were looking for. They didn't have a charger, which is weird because it's a fucking Best Buy. Hey, have what you're supposed to have. Fucking seriously, and it was so. That's like walking into a fucking like a mattress store, and they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, we don't have mattresses right now. We just have pillowcases." And you're like, "Well, you're literally called mattress store. You're a mattress store. Why do you don't have it?" And they're like, "I don't know. Sorry." You know? So I found this little tiny square, like cube. It's called a cube light or something. And I was like, okay, sure. Worst comes to worst, I'll use this. It's a little bit of light. It might work. So that was like $100. And I was like, sure, maybe I'll need it again. If it works really well, then I'll use it a bunch. So we went back to the hotel. It was now like 10 p.m. and I was supposed to go out that night with my girlfriend and our friends. So we get to the room and I set it all up and the thing's not fucking working. And then by the time we're just like fucking like talking and stuff, and then we're all just like, okay, how about, we're obviously too tired. I don't want to film anymore. Like, this is so lame. So we all decided to go to bed and we're like, okay, we'll wake up early. We'll film in the morning and it'll be fine. So we all go back to our rooms. I shower. I get ready to go out. And I get a video from Drew. And it's a video, and I'll play the audio. I'll play the audio of it because it is really funny. I think you can get a good idea of what happens in the video. Okay.
Hey guys, so I just realized that the bed has like basically like this whole ring light around it. So we kind of had this big light in our room the whole time. And I don't know if you can see, but it looks pretty good.
So there was a huge light around the bed that we didn't know was a light. But it was like really bright and fluorescent. It literally looked like professional ring lighting. So we didn't have to go and spend 2 hours trying to find a light or anything. It was already just in the room the whole time. Oh my God, dude. I feel like honestly, I stood there in the room after I saw that video, and I checked my room myself and saw the huge light. And I feel like I just stood there staring at that big light with my eyes, like facing towards the light with my eyes closed, just like for fucking a half hour. That's what it felt like. I was just like so mad. Like, we're so dumb. We are so fucking stupid that we went so long trying to find a light. And there was one in the room the whole time, better than any other light that we could have found. Like, Oh man, we're so dumb. But whatever. We woke up in the morning, we filmed, and I spent $100 on a light that I'm never gonna use. So whatever. So you win some, you lose some, right? And now it's a funny story for my podcast, so we all win. Also, I think when I'm back in Toronto, I'm gonna start filming my podcast episodes and put them on YouTube. Um, Something I've been thinking about. I think it'll just be more fun. I think, and I think I have more fun when I'm looking at a camera too, because then there's more pressure on me, and I feel like I'm funnier. So I'm gonna do that when I get back. I think. But before I end this podcast, I do want to show you. I want to read you a DM that Jenna got on Instagram. Because I think it's the funniest message that that anyone has ever received or sent. So this was I'm not gonna give their name or anything, but someone sent this DM to Jenna after the first show in Chicago. This is what it says verbatim. Trying to stay anonymous, hence the fake-looking profile, but I took my partner to the show for a surprise date, and he, which is me, Curtis, and Curtis spent most of it absolutely staring at her boobs. She's very big-breasted and was wearing a low-cut top, but didn't expect anything like that. We were sat near the very front to the left. Just thought you should know it was pretty pervy. Sorry. Oh. Dude? Hey. You went to a comedy show and you sat in the front row and you thought the comedian was staring at your partner's boobs the whole time. Oh, hey, dude. I don't know if you've ever been on a stage ever with really, really big, bright lights shining in your fucking eyeballs, but you cannot see anything, let alone a pair of boobies up on stage, dude. So even if I wanted to stare at some fucking boobs, I could not. All right? Also, the last thing on my mind when I'm on stage in front of 1,000 people are anyone's fucking titties, dude. I'll say that. The last thing on my mind are boobs, man. All I'm thinking about is, are you laughing at me? Are they laughing at me? All right, please laugh at me. What am I saying next? Did I say that right? Did I say that joke next? Did I say that joke right? What's the next joke? I gotta make sure I don't forget the pause there. I gotta make sure I don't forget that one word there. I changed it last night. I gotta remember to do that this time. I gotta cut that joke out, dude. I'm not thinking about your fucking partner's boobs, man. Dude, that's so fucking funny. And to message my girlfriend and be like, "Hey, dude, your boyfriend, he's out of control, dude. He's out of control. He can't stop staring at fucking jugs. You gotta talk to him. Hey, this is partner to partner, yo. He's been staring at too many boobies." That's so, like, how fucking funny is that? And listen, I don't want to be, if they were uncomfortable, I'm fucking sorry, but I want to let you know that never happened ever. And I hate to just laugh at it because if apparently they were hurt by it, but God, it's just so fucking funny because holy shit, that would never happen. It's one thing if I was like, so I was walking down the street the other day and then I just stopped and was like, oh, hold on. Whoa. And like drool started coming out of my mouth and I was like, oh, wow. Those are some boobs. If I said that, oh my God, be mad at me because that's just super fucked up and it's really fucked up and bad. But I would never, ever fucking do that. And I never have and I never will. And like, what the Dude, it's so fucking baffling to me. So I guess be careful if you ever come to one of my shows, because I guess I'm going to be fucking staring at your boobs the whole time. Like, what the fuck? Oh, it makes me laugh, dude. I just wanted to share that with you guys. And let you know that if you're ever at a comedy show and it seems like a comedian is staring at your boobs, they're not. Because it's next to impossible to see anyone in the audience. And that's just weird, and it would never happen. Well, maybe some comedians, but not me, obviously. You gotta watch out for Boob Watcher Jim though. Boob Watcher Jim, the comedian, he's always watching the boobs. But yeah, I thought that was a fucking really funny DM. Because what the fuck, you're wrong. I would never fucking do that. I'll stare at a fucking dick though. Okay. Just kidding. If there's a wicked wiener in the audience, bro, oh, my eyes are on that. My eyes are fixated. Okay, just kidding. So dumb. All right, well, let's end it on that. Fucking guys, thank you for listening. I'm sorry it's been so long since an episode, and I had so many people in my meet and greets being like wearing VRG merch, being like, I love your podcast so much, and I had to be like, I'm so sorry I haven't done a new one in so long. I've been busy. So here it is. Again, thank you so much for everyone who's come out on tour so far, and shown their support and been good audience members. And I just can't wait to keep doing these shows, man. And I'm gonna try to stay on top of these podcasts and videos while we're away. Just be patient because it's a little harder. I don't have the regular amount of time in a day to do this stuff, but we're making it work. Yeah. So hide your boobs, and I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Fucking peace. Bye, guys.